Yes, hello, my good people of Biafra, the lovers of freedom. Anywhere you are, is it morning, the afternoon, is it evening, in your own side? I am using this opportunity to greet everybody in a language you may understand. For my people of Igbo, good morning. Ndewono. My Yoruba fans out there, Ekaro, my Hausa, Inakwana, Inagejia. Before I venture into the business of the day, I would like to use this opportunity to tell you that I am the voice of the people, Okute Ventures TV. Please, before I will commence or before I will proceed with the business of the day, with what I have to tell my fans out there, my subscribers, those who love what I'm doing, I would like to use this medium and opportunity to plead with each and every one of us out there. Please help me to move this ministry forward by subscribing to my channel, liking my page, comment and share whatever I post in any way you can. Just as the Igbo adage says, he who hears the cry of your brother should not run. Rather, you should come close to find out what the problem is. Please, and please, I am begging, help me to move this ministry forward. The only thank you can tell me, the only thing you can say to me by bringing to you the news that you are not aware of is by subscribing to my channel. Share every atom of any content I post, both whether on YouTube or on my Facebook page, so that this ministry can move to the permanent side. My people, I have come again. Good morning once again. Wherever you are, anywhere you're listening me from. Are you in your bed? Are you just waking up? Are you in your office? I greet each and every one of us. May the Almighty Chukwu Okeabama bless each and every one of us in this new week. May all our endeavors be to our own favor. The business of the day have commenced. I am here to tell you about the professor, or as you may call it, Prof. Uju Anya, about his post concerning those who kept us where we are today. What did they call her name? They say it's Elizabeth or Eliza. So I am here to narrate to you how our own Prof have defended us immensely in the global. She is our own in any way, in any form, even if she is not sponsor of IPOP, indigenous people of Biafra, or the ESN, but she's still our own. If she can be able to come out to speak about what Elizabeth did to the Biafrans during the time of slave trade, that means she will bring the Biafran struggle to limelight. Not minding that the Biafran struggle has been to the limelight, but the global world have now have the understanding of what trespass between the so-called Elizabeth of England and what the British did to us. They call it colonization, which turned to be modernization. They murdered almost all the hells in Igbo land. Well, listen attentively to what our own sister said. Say the global family and the movement of the indigenous people of Biafra, under the command and leadership of our great liberator, Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, wish to commend Prof. Uju Anya for her remarks on late Queen of England and the Buckingham Palace. Prof. Uju Anya's opinion on Queen and British government represents the opinion of over 98% of Biafran, which is very, 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 very true. Very, 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 very true. If you are a kind of somebody who like to read about history and the rest of them, you find out that what our sister Prof. Uju Anya, what she said here is nothing but the exact truth. So let's proceed. Said until her viral comments and counter comments on Twitter. IPOB do not know the person called Prof. Ujuanya. That is true. But what is certain is the pains and the scare of Biafran genocide lives with every man or woman with Igbo blood. Prof. Anya's viral statement on late Queen Elizabeth's rule on the mass murder of innocent citizens of Biafra during the 1967 to 1970 genocidal war and African colonization has shown that the history of Biafra, genocide, and issues of colonization cannot be forgotten unless it is discussed and addressed. British government and her allies under the leadership of Queen Elizabeth supplied military equipment and manpower to Nigeria to wipe off Biafrans. I am very, very sure that most of us have not come across this line. Try and make verifications on your own. Everything is not dependent on what you heard from our bloggers, from our brothers, from the Onyendumas in Namdekanu. Once in a while, I urge each and every one of us here that no one is not educated. And among the Igbo elites, both old and young, both newborn, almost everybody knows what is read and write. So I urge each and every one of us to find out sometimes to make all this research on our own so that we will know where we come from and where we are heading to. Because the zoo government long ago have did what they call it. They remove history from our schools. So make sure that nobody knows what happened. Nobody knows how the country Nigeria started. And nobody knows what has passed during the time of colonization of the so-called British. So, as I'm urging you, please try as much as possible to try to make research on your own. So let's proceed with the narration of what our sister said and exactly how it happened during the colonial slavery. He said they used their propaganda media, BBC, to label Biafrans and rebels and prevent any assistance to Biafrans. As a result, many Biafran lives were wasted, including the family members of Prof. Uju. Yes, that is correct. I think I had her made mention of that on one of our interviews. So the world should know that Biafrans, both young and old, will not forgive the late Nigeria, the late Queen, and the British people, especially the politicians, unless the British government allows Biafrans to regain their sovereignty through referendum, which is correct. That is what they would have done since. But due to the stupid agreement they signed with the Fulanis, they tied their hearts, closed their ears to the cry and the weeping of Biafrans on daily basis. Well, Chukwu Okiabana is here now to help us restore Biafra. The late Queen and British government changed a Aburi agreement between them, Chukwuemeka Odumegwu Ojukwu, the Biafra leader, and the Yakubu Gowon with the sole aim of teaching Igbo or Biafran people lessons because of their resilience, determination, and resistance from British colonization. Through Ekumeku warriors and other groups that stood on their ways. Queen's interference thwarted the amicable agreement by convincing Gowon not to abide by the Aburi agreement reached in Aburi, Ghana. The rejection of the agreement by Gowon and British government led to the death of more than 5.5 million Biafrans. What a tragic. What a tragic. These people are really dead with us. I believe that wherever she is, she can never rest in peace. The pain and the agony of this loss will never go unless British government stops sabotaging our quest for independence Biafra nation and support us to achieve Biafra freedom. Biafrans doesn't rejoice over the death of any the death of anybody, neither do we mourn the death of evildoers, especially murderers. Queen of England committed much atrocities against humanity and God Almighty. Queen was a mass murderer. Yes, I can attest to that. Google it in the internet, you will see it. Hence, Chukwu Okike Abiama and our ancestors forbids us from mourning such a person in persons. Prof. Ujuanya has an indomitable Igbo spirit. She expressed anger that is hidden on all Biafrans, especially Igbos, who lost so much to the war, levied and is still being levied on us by the same people we shared the same country. What a tragedy. Dear Prophet Ujuanya, that is the Biafran thanking her. We thank you for showing the world our resilience and determination to fight for justice and to get justice. And we must get that justice, whether they like it or not. If they don't, all of them will perish. Biafran men and women, including small children, are ready to die in the hands of British people again, if they wish to repeat what they did in 1967, in collaboration with the Fulani group and other genocides like Yakubu Gowon. Those accusing Prophet Ujuanya as being an IPOB member or financier are just using that to intimidate and blackmail her, which is true, which is exactly what they are trying to do now. But there's an Igbo adage that said Ake Kuchionwa. That is what she is now. She's just like a moon. Even hand cannot cover it. So they better learn to accept her, or they should go to hell. IPOB don't know who she was until this moment, and anybody or group threatening her is playing with fire, of course. Moreover, IPOB don't have secret members, nor secret financiers. We are IPOB, and we found our movement, sorry to say. We expect Prof. Anya to stand her ground without giving attention to Nigeria and those blackmailers who intimidate some influential Igbo so that they can publicly IPOB to submission. They can never dare to try that. Unless they want their generation to perish. We have seen all, and IPOB is still marching forward. If anyone expects Prof. Ujuanya not to express such a disdain for the killer of our fathers, mothers, pregnant women, including children, by every strategy of war and associating her with IPOB, such fella is demented. Of course, such fella must have a brain touch. The person or persons should visit psychiatrists for proper brain examination, which is very, very correct. All victims of Biafra genocide and victims of colonization stand with Prof. Ujuanya and her comments. And that is how your people can say it. Please, this update, this message, this broadcast is from your one and only Okute Ventures TV. Please, as you are going through my contents, do not forget to share. I repeat myself, help this ministry to move forward. Help us as we help you to bring you news which you cannot be able to Google or read. We bring it to you in the form of a video so that you may listen and know where you come from and where you are going to. So that you may listen and know that the struggle is still ahead. That the fighting we are the fight we are fighting today can never be in vain. Not now and not ever. We will continue this struggle, whether they like it or not. Biafra must be restored. Come rain, come sunshine. Until I meet you again, have a nice day, have a nice night, have a nice midnight. Continue your morning with your early morning breakfast and coffee, as I will be going for now. Until we meet again. Que mesiano.